What's up guys, it's me Stridix here with another video for this Pokemon channel. This time it's not going to be a pack opening, it's going to be a deck profile for my Empoleon deck that I have made, that I am truly in love with. I do really like this deck. Maybe not my favorite deck, but very, very fun to play, very. So, the deck profile will be coming out, Friday, so if it's Friday, good job, you're here. So let's start off with the list of the Mons. We got 4 copies of Piplup. So I have 2 60 HP and then 2 70 HP. If you want to be safer, run 2 70 HP Piplups. That is the best way to go in this deck. But I just played with what I got, and what I got was those in Piplups. So, this is very cool. Next up, we got 2 copies of Piplup. Now, the one thing I can see adding already is another Piplup, just so you can ensure like your evolution in your Empoleon. Next up is 3 copies of Empoleon. Again, you could add 1 more Empoleon to be safe, and that's pretty much it for the Piplup Empoleon line. Next up, the second part of the deck, the Octillary. We play 2 copies of Remoraid. We play 2 copies of Octillary. Now, if you guys don't know what Octillary does, Abyssal Hand, once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. And Empoleon, if you guys don't know, for 2 energies, a water and a colorless, total command 20 times. This attack does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon. And if you have to, you can use Whirlpool. It's not that bad of an attack at the same time. Next up, for our last Mons, is 2 copies of Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix helps me get out these Piplups, these Remoraids, Octillary, everything. Helps me place them on the field with the colorless beacon. There we go. Colorless beacon. So that's it for my Mon list. That went a little fast, but it is my first deck profile. I think I'm gonna look at this video and I'll probably make improvements. But for now, you know, this format that I'm using, the way I'm showing off my cards, is kind of cool. So now for my supporters, we play 3 copies of Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7. Very good supporters. Been in the format for a very long time, and I don't think, I mean, it might leave in the next, what's it called? The next rotation, because it might just be the Sun and Moon base set. Now we play 2 copies of Cynthia. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. Very playable, very good. And then the used to be played Cynthia card. 2 copies of N. Now N is still being played. It is still a playable draw supporter. It's very good for disruption on your opponent and even yourself, even though you don't want disruption on yourself, but it does happen. Next up, we play 2 copies of Lysander, and yeah, this is the only thing that makes this deck unstandard. I'm missing Guzmas, which I do plan on getting someday, maybe not that long. So, yeah, but this could be Lysander. These will just be replaced by Guzmas, and that's what makes the deck standard. We play 2 copies of Skyla. If you're playing Tapu Lele, which I do need to look for those Tapu Leles, I'm gonna try and get some, then I'd shorten this to 1 Skyla, but for now this would do. And then I play 1 Pokemon Fan Club. Bridget would be better, but I don't know, I haven't, in this deck for some reason, even with the amount of basics I have in this deck, I have not run into the problem of getting my basics out. So this is what I use for my supporters. Next up is items, which might take more than what the screen is able to handle. So let's get this out. Alright, so for the usual, we play 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards in your hand and get a Pokemon into your, from your deck into your hand. Very good. 1 copy of Nest Ball, just to get that extra basic out. And now 4 copies of Rare Candy. You place down a Piplup, you end your turn, your next turn. If you have an Empoleon in hand, use your Rare Candy, evolve that Piplup straight into an Empoleon. Very handy for stage 2 decks. But I could see, I don't know, I could see maybe a few Evo Sodas just in case you can hurry up with those evolutions. But so far, again, I have not run into that problem. And next up, let me just move this over. Oh, well, there goes an Ultra Ball. Let's move this over to the side a bit. We play 3 copies of Aqua Patch. Attach a Water Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Water Pokemon. So very good, very playable in Water decks. Next up is we play 2 copies of Rescue Stretchers. Choose one, put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or shuffle 3 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. So this is very handy if you need more bench Pokemon or if you need another Empoleon. But yeah, so next up we play 1 copy of Field Blower. I'm going to place this right here. Basically you choose up to 2 of any combination of Pokemon Tool or Stadium card. Or, well, probably a Pokemon Tool and a Stadium. So then we play 1 copy of Max Elixir. Look at the top 6 card of your deck, then attach a basic energy you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And then we have 1 copy of Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. So, very good cards. I just need to pick up because I do have just a few more items. And I don't have the necessary space for them. I'm just going to put that there. We play 3 copies of Floatstones. If you attach this Pokemon tool to a Pokemon, this Pokemon has free retreat cost. Very good, very playable. And next up is that we play 3 Choice Bands. Attach this to one of your Pokemon, and your Pokemon does 30 more damage to GX or EX. So that's very handful for Empoleon decks. And then we play 1 copy of Brooklet Hill. Now you could add this to 2 if you want to be very safe, but for me, this has not been a very big problem. I usually always run into my basics. So that's pretty much it for the trainer cards. So let's, oh, I put this in the wrong direction. There we go. They're supposed to go there. I like to have my things organized when I'm doing like a deck profile. So let's pick up, come here. There you go. And now for the energy cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 energies. Again, I could see you can add 1 more Brooklet Hill and only play with 8 energies. That would not hurt this deck at all. So if you guys want to do that, well, go right ahead. I might change that list, I don't know. But for now, this has been good so far. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little deck profile. Again, I can maybe be a little bit slower on explaining the cards. Again, this is just my first deck profile with probably many more to come in the future. But for now, this is the video. Empoleon, very good deck. Maybe not as competitive as I wish it was, but it's one of the decks from Ultra Prism that I wanted to build, and I was able to build it. Thanks to this Empoleon theme deck. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.